Ninja Gaiden is often considered one of the essential NES games. The game was praised for its fast, fun gameplay, amazing cutscenes for a time, and extremely difficult level design. So difficult, in fact, that many would actually call it cheap. But that's not the game I'm here to talk about. My introduction to the Ninja Gaiden franchise didn't come from the NES. After all, the NES was a mostly unknown system in Europe, with the exception of a few countries like Germany and Norway. My introduction to the series came from the Master System, with a game simply called Ninja Gaiden. Now, despite what the name would have you believe, Ninja Gaiden for the Master System is not a port of the NES game. This is actually a spin-off of the original trilogy, though it is implied that it takes place after the 3 NES games. Even more surprising is the fact that this game was actually developed by Sega, but was only released in PAL regions. In Ninja Gaiden, you play as Ryu Hayabusa, as he returns from the US and finds the dragon village was attacked and the sacred dragon scroll stolen. So it's your job to get it back. If you've played the NES games, then this title will be very familiar. Ryu looks, acts and moves almost the same as the NES games, but with a few differences and improvements. Ryu can jump and use his sword for quick short-range attacks and wall jump just like he did before. But now he can also grab and climb ledges, and the game really makes good use of both of these movements, requiring you to master all of Ryu's movements. This also means enemies will be placed in sensitive locations, where you have to wait for an opening before striking. You can also use several items to help you out. You have basic gear like throwing stars, or more powerful ones like a fire shield or fire orbs which home in on your enemy. And while the more powerful items may seem overpowered, they also consume up to 10 times more ammo than the weaker ones. So it all depends on how often you want to use them. Now, I have mentioned that this game is easier than its NES counterparts, and there are several reasons for this. The first is that you have a large health bar, and most enemies will only drain 1 or 2 points from it, whereas in the NES versions, they easily cause twice as much damage. Most of the enemies also have easy patterns, either walking back and forth or charging against you. You still have the birds as a major exception, who will chase you down in erratic movements, but they are mostly downplayed and they don't take as much health as they did in the NES game. And finally, for the first half of the game, the level design is way more forgiving. I'm sorry, but the original NES Ninja Gaiden is hard because the level design is pretty cheap, giving you no time to react to enemy patterns while knocking you down towards bottomless pits. The Master System Ninja Gaiden will usually give you a way out if you've mastered Ryu's movements. This isn't to say that the Master System version doesn't have cheap hits or even cheap kills as well, but they're not as common here. Even the bosses are incredibly easy, with some of them requiring you to only hammer away at them with no regard for strategy or defense, which means Ninja Gaiden for the Master System has some of the most unsatisfying boss fights you'll ever find in an 8-bit platformer. Like here, this is the level 3 boss. All you have to do is throw shurikens at him, and you'll easily beat him without even being touched a single time. Now, with that said, the game does suddenly scale up in difficulty towards the midway point. And by suddenly, I mean you're given absolutely no warning. You could be clearing a screen easily without any difficulty, and then suddenly, you'll be getting your ass kicked left and right. Still, I feel as a whole, the level design in the Master System version is better than the original NES game. Between missions, you get some fairly lengthy cutscenes detailing the story, and while they try to emulate the NES ones, they're nowhere near as good. They're just still shots with text under them, whereas the NES ones actually have animation. Moreover, the story is nowhere near as interesting as the NES one. At least in the Nintendo versions, you have interesting characters, but here, the entire plot can be summed up to Ryu goes to a certain place, gets approached by bad guys, he defeats them, and then they tell him to go to place B, where the cycle just repeats itself. But if there's one thing that definitely got an upgrade, are the graphics. The Master System has a larger color palette than the NES. And by 1992, Sega, more specifically Sims, definitely knew how to tap into the console's power. The enemies and levels all have a great color balance, making for appealing visuals, and the backgrounds will usually have bits of animations play out. Sure, the sprites may be a bit small, but that only gives you more room to maneuver. Even the music is amazing. It's not FM compatible, but this is some of the best PSG audio you will ever hear on the Master System. So yeah, if I haven't made it clear already, I absolutely love this game. I actually like it better than the original NES game, as it adds new gameplay elements that feel like a natural progression to the series. To me, this is one of the Master System essential titles, and the best part is that it's region-free. In fact, it will actually run better on a 60Hz Master System because PAL consoles do slow down the music somewhat. Now, this game is getting pretty expensive, so finding a complete copy will cost you about £60 or $70 plus shipping. But honestly, if you're collecting for the Master System and you don't own this game yet, you are seriously missing out. Do yourself a favor and track this one down. Hey everyone, thank you for watching St1ka's Retro Corner. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe for a new video every Thursday. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Bye!